everyone, it's Chris Burfield, Dr. Rick Wren, and Dr. Jeffrey Cottingham, and we're back again with another edition of the SOCM Monday Morning Huddle 4.0, and we are going to go over the 4 points to power your practice, the S, the O, the C, and the M. Dr. Wren, let's start it off with subluxation education today.
We're going to talk about C7, and we're going to talk about how it affects the thyroid. And Dr. Jeffrey, you had a good story about that. Did you share that?
Well, I had a lady come in to me. I had not been in practice for very many years. She came in to me, had a lower neck pain, of course, like pain drives people to see us a lot of times. And what she didn't tell me is that she was also on the Synthroid for a thyroid condition. We began to adjust her, and within a matter of about 6 weeks, she began. The pain was going away, but she was feeling horrible. She was wiped out. She was having ups and downs, mood swings, just really crazy symptoms. She went in to see her medical physician, who ran some additional tests on her, and come to find out, they had told her she'd have to be on Synthroid for life. Yet her thyroid was actually beginning to produce normal levels, so she's able to totally get off her Synthroid, and amazing from the power of a chiropractic adjustment.
That's cool. Very cool.
The next one is the O, which stands for oxygen for your practice. Dr. Wren, you've got a good tip for us today.
We're still going along with the 24 ways to get new patients. So during the consultation, you ask when is the last time your children had a spinal screening exam. We have an x-ray up in here all the time of a 3-year-old with a left, because we start x-raying at 3 years old, a left low shoulder, a lot of curve taking place. And a lot of you don't see very many straight 3-year-olds unless they've been in chiropractic care their whole life. And so you might mention that, but we're seeing curvatures or scoliosis developing as early as 3 from traumas, falling out of the bed and that kind of stuff.
The next one is C, which stands for CA Tip of the Week. Docs, make sure that your CAs are preparing enough new patient folders in one day to take care of the entire week. So, if you want to see, the way I see it is if you want to see 50 new patients a week, make sure that you got 50 new patient folders prepared on Monday. If you want to see 100 new patients in a week, then you prepare 100 new patient folders. So make sure that you're preparing to receive. The last one is the M, and that stands for motivation and inspiration, Dr. Jeffrey.
This is number 7 from the 21 Principles of Life. There's no limit to what you can achieve if you don't mind who gets the credit. So often, pride gets in our way of actually achieving a result because we feel like we have to be the superhero. We have to not only do it all, but receive all the credit from it.
Right.
And Chris was actually telling us an interesting story before we started filming.
Yeah, for Christmas I got Steve Jobs' book on audio. So every week when I drive up here to Dr. Wren's office, I play that audio because I'm in the car for about 40 minutes or so, and I listen to it. And it's a fascinating book. But one of the things that I was listening to is one of the guys that worked for Apple. He was an executive, a CEO, and I don't remember his name or what division he was in, but he had said that a lot of people in the company would get, and excuse my language here, would get pissed off because Steve got credit for everything that Apple did. The engineers didn't get credit, and the executives didn't get credit. It was Steve, and a lot of people got upset with that. But this guy was like, but I didn't. He's like, I didn't care. He's like, as long as I was making money, I didn't care who got credit for it. So I thought, that's true. A lot of times we want to be in the limelight. We want to get credit for things, and it's not necessary.
What I noticed is the older I get, the less need I have to have attention. Okay, but when I was 25 years old, by golly, I wanted to be the center of attention.
Right.
So now I can go somewhere.
You still are. You're in the middle right now.
But now when I go to events and functions and things, as long as the information is good and being presented, in at least a decent manner, I can sit in the back of the room and I don't have to be the center of attention anymore. And I've also learned I don't offer advice unless people ask for it.
Yeah, right. That'll keep you out of trouble doing that. That's
right.
For sure. So that is your Monday Morning Huddle 4.0. We just delivered 4 points in 4 minutes. 4 and 4. So again, make sure that you're forwarding the email that sent you to this video off to your friends, and get your CAs to watch these videos as well. But make sure you're forwarding them off to your friends so they can get this information. It's free. So in the meantime, keep saving lives.